Hello and welcome back to another video, and in this one we'll be looking at this Toshiba stereo radio cassette recorder. It's the RT-6035 or 6035, however you want to call it, released in and around 1985, and I'd class it as a boombox, and that's because it's portable. You can play it on batteries. It's a focus on a cassette deck and a radio with a large volume output. So for the video, I'll do the usual stuff. I'll show you around, give you a quick overview of the condition, pointing out some of the features. Then I'll demonstrate the tape cassette on batteries, and then I'll plug in the power, and we'll have a look at the radio. And the reason I plug it in is because you get slightly better signal strength. In terms of what I've done to this, obviously externally just given it a clean up, but also I've taken it apart, cleaned out inside, changed the cassette belt, and also kind of lubricated the moving parts for the tape deck, and kind of cleaned up some of the contacts and stuff like that. So let's have a look at the outside. For its age, 1985, there's only some, these are usually a lot worse, these clear fronts. There's just a little bit of light signs of wear on there. You know, some light scratching on the chrome surrounds here and there, but nothing horrific. Sometimes they can be really bad. On the top, pretty much the same. There's a slight bit of pitting that you get on the aerials. Round to the rear, again, just kind of marks and specks and stuff like that, but again, not too bad at all. And sides, nothing really to comment on either sides or the bottom, so condition's pretty good for its age. Features, so you've basically got your, I noticed when it was apart that, yeah, so you've got there's a microphone there, headphone jack I haven't tested. It's nice, you've got the mono stereo and then wide stereo, and you actually hear the difference on those. Tone, balance and volume. Functions, you've got, when it's off, that's in tape cassette mode. Then you've got AM, FM, and when you're on the middle setting for AM, you get long wave, medium and short wave. Volume up there, and then down for the bottom you've got eject, which doubles as stop, one touch record, rewind, play, forward and pause. And that's basically it. And then on the back you've got some microphone. They're going to be inputs, aren't they? Kind of another option for a record input, and the power at the back. So let's pop a tape in. As it was 1985, I grabbed the greatest hits of 1985 again. It seemed to be appropriate, and demo this. Now the only one tiny niggle I have with this unit is sometimes with the volume you have to just kind of press it a little bit, or just nudge it a little bit for the left speaker to be playing as well as the right. It doesn't happen all the time. Once you've got it set in a certain place, it's fine. I think it's just a little bit of dirt inside one of the potentiometers that I couldn't get to. The contacts and everything seemed all okay, but as you'll see in the demo, you know, it's just one of those things, you just nudge it and tweak it a little bit. So that's plugged in now, the volume's down, we're in radio mode, and the batteries are in. So as a note, so for this one it takes 6 D cells just along the back. So, not that one. So you've got the volume here down, and then now that's going quite loud here, but I know that filming I use an iPhone, it can back down the iPhone audio because when it goes loud. But and then if ever you drop the left, you just give it a little wiggle or a little push. Just like that, and that will bring the speaker in, and then it'll stay just fine. So what I'll also demonstrate whilst we're in here is the mono, the stereo and the wide. And you definitely hear the difference, and I'll have a look at the tone and the balance. Now with those, I find the tone and balance hardly do anything. Very, very slight on the tone, very slight on the balance. I'll also just demonstrate the fast forward. nice and quick. And rewind. Pause.
Let's cherish every moment we have been given.
So yeah, all working absolutely fine. So what I'll do now is I'll take out the batteries, just so you know that it's working on the mains. Just a kind of a figure of 8, sometimes called a dog lead. Okay, and then so we'll go on to FM now.
Before, I'm a big fan of his. Just knows how to write those kind of emotional ballads. And he finally dropped his album last Friday. It's called...
One thing I noticed is the mono stereo and stereo wide work. Every now and then I get a little flicker of the red light, but I haven't had it stay on. So whether or not my tuning isn't good enough, although it's coming through lovely and clearly, or whether it's just like an intermittent FM stereo light. Again, I'm just on occasion you just have to give that a little nudge.
But I know I'm not the only one to fall for all the lies that we were living in a house of cards. I can be
And then moving on to AM, we've then got shortwave. Medium wave.
Come up with all the goings on, but there's something about the football season starting up again, the possibilities, you know, just
Long wave. So as you can see, I could pick up, I was getting static, but I didn't find a channel on shortwave, and then I was picking up things on medium and long wave, just really quite faintly. I'm in a garage, so I think if a better line of sight, it'd probably work absolutely fine. We'll knock that off. So yeah, in summary, this is the Toshiba Boombox from the RT-6035, released about 1985. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. And until the next one, all the best, take care, and see ya.